I'm attorney Lilian with Lillylegal. We are an immigration law firm and we help our clients get status using the U.S. immigration law system. So today, for your Tuesday tip, I'm going to be answering the question, can I get a green card in the U.S. from my parent if I have a pending asylum application? So this is a situation that happens all the time. Someone might have a U.S. citizen parent that had files for them before they came into the U.S., and then they filed for asylum while they when they came to the U.S. Now the question is, can they file for a green card in the US once a visa becomes available based on that application that their parent filed for them? Okay, so typically, in order to file for a green card, you have to either be in status or be an immediate relative of a US citizen. Okay, filing for asylum, unfortunately, does not give you status. It just means that you are not accruing unlawful presence. So there's a difference between unlawful presence and status. So if you have a pending asylum application, let's say you came into the US, you were given 6 months to stay here, and before your 6 months was up, you applied for asylum. That means that from the time you apply for asylum, even if you pass the 6 months, you are not accruing unlawful presence. You are lawfully in the US, but you do not have a lawful status. Okay, you are permitted to stay in the US while your asylum application is pending, but you do not have a status. So if you're in this situation and now there's a visa available, you have one or two options. You can stay here and wait for your asylum case to be completed. You get asylum, you move on, and then wait a year and apply for a green card. Your other option is to basically try to get your case, your immigration case, heard outside of the US at a different embassy than the embassy that you're seeking asylum from. So, for example, people use Canada. You can ask for your case to be transferred to Canada. You can get a temporary visa to Canada, go to your interview. Once your visa is issued, you can come back in to the US with your visa. But that is an option. That's something that you have to really consider, whether you have anything that makes you inadmissible, because once you leave the US, it's harder to get back in, especially if you already have an asylum application pending. And if you have a strong asylum case, that's something you need to discuss with your lawyer to make sure that you leaving is the best possible option for you. But just know, in these situations, if you decide to get married, that's still an option for you. But to keep it on this topic, if you are not sure if you want to leave the country because you still have your pending asylum application, you can always ask the the National Visa Center to hold your application, right? So basically, you just have to keep checking in with them on a yearly basis, letting them know that you are still interested in that visa. You don't want them to cancel it and make it seem like you don't want the visa anymore. So you can keep the application alive by letting them know on a yearly basis that you're still interested, and then you can make that decision later on down the line if you want to leave the country and pursue your visa that way. Okay, so again, if you have a green card application filed for you and you are in the US waiting for your asylum case to be heard. Unfortunately, if you don't have any other status other than the pending asylum application, you are not able to apply for a green card with USCIS. You will have to go to an interview at an embassy. And in those situations, you have to make the decision whether to go to the interview or stay in the US and wait for your asylum case to be heard. Okay. And you can put your green card interview on hold by just letting the National Visa Center know that you're still interested in the visa. You're just not ready to move forward at the moment. Okay, so I hope you have found that helpful, and I will be back later for more Tuesday tips. Bye for now.